Question 5 then. We have a vessel in a position of 45 degrees, 48.95, which is just here, a little smidgen under there. And its longitude, make a little notch there just so we could even match that up to the notch on this side, just there. The longitude is 006 on the dot, decimal 23. So there's a little notch there. We could go up to the repeater here, decimal 006 decimal 0, 006, 0 minutes decimal 2.3. Be about there. So where those two meet, there and there, is exactly there. So mark that as a waypoint. You'll notice that that's where this transit line intersects the 20-metre contour. So that's our first waypoint. We will mark it as a waypoint. And we are heading out from that point, 00553 for our longitude, and just having a rough look where we're going, 4604. So we'll do that one first. 45 degrees, 54 decimal 2, and a shade, just a little whisker over there. Could perhaps use the repeater scale here for that one as well. 51, 52, 53, 54.2, so that's there. Just helps us to keep it parallel. We've got an idea of the two sort of, it's along this line, our line of latitude, and then 005, 51 to 3.92. That's there. So again, we can use the repeater scale, destination 51 to 3.9. So that's right there. So that latitude, there to there, made a little notch here, and a longitude mark there, here on the repeater, and that's given us the waypoint there just on the 52. So we've drawn the line through it from here to here, marked it with 2 arrows. Well, that's a whole hour of tide there. So our line needs to be longer if you want to do a whole hour of boat. So this tells us that we should do a half an hour of tide. The tide that we worked out was 2 knots by interpolation. So if we take 2 miles here, that would be a whole hour of tide here. But we're going to do half that. We're going to do 1 hour of tide. That puts the tidal vector there. Just double check that length. Mark that with 3 arrows. And then we'll take 6 knots of boat. Scribe mark here. That's our course to steer. which we can measure with one arrow on the track there. Comes out at 0.49 degrees. If we did 2 hours of tide, we would be, as we saw there, just double checking that. I'm doing this quite quickly. You should take a bit more time and do it carefully. It's just about there. So if we'd done a whole hour plot, that would put us here. Half an hour of tide. Distance travelled in half an hour. Whole hour of tide. Distance travelled in 1 hour. Course to steer. Exactly the same, parallel. 49 degrees. So it makes no difference, but it just means it would fit on the chart better. If you were running out of chart, you would do a half an hour plot.